Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and today we are primarily making a video to save myself £100 to one of you lovely guys. I said in my previous video, if anyone caught me playing 25NL Snap and proved it before I made a video explaining why I was playing 25NL Snap or GG or whatever, then I would give them £100, and I don't want to have to give anyone £100, and I'm playing 25NL Snap. So yeah, this is the video. Now, more importantly, the reasons why I'm doing this, because I've been kind of resistant to it. I haven't wanted to do it, but it's coming up 11 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. And since Monday, since making the video, I barely played much poker. And it's not through not wanting to play, it's just through basically my favourite place to play Sky is just generally dog shit Monday through Wednesday. Especially Monday and Tuesday. And to be fair, Sunday night cash games aren't great either. Sky for cash games is at its best Thursday, Friday, and Saturday through the day and evenings, but especially evenings and early hours. That's when the Sky games are absolutely best. Monday through Wednesday, post midnight, not that much going on. Before midnight, usually on Sky, like between 7 o'clock and say midnight, it's kind of reg central. There are fish around. The games are good. Don't get me wrong; they're much better than you'll find almost anywhere else. But it's hard to get volume. And if you want to put volume in and then play at lots of tables where there's four of the regs with you, then you know what's the point in Sky? The point of Sky is, when it's at its best, when Sky's doing its thing, when Sky's doing well, you're at a table with you, one other reg and four fish. If most of the tables you can get Monday through Wednesday are little better than you can find elsewhere, then there's no reason to be exclusive to it. Now, I'd like to be exclusive to Sky because that's ultimately where the best games are. But also, I'm kind of meant to be doing this full time at the moment, and you know, it's hard to justify putting all my hours into Sky when my volume's going to be so low a lot of the time due to my like pretty strict game selection. So yeah, we're doing this just to basically keep my hand in, to keep me making sure I'm putting the hours in. Like quite often I'll be up and around about 10 in the morning, and there's fuck all to do. I've looked at Sky this morning. There's two tables of 20NL running, one table of 30NL. I opened, sat some tables, nothing happened for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. There's one table of 10NL with one person sat. And so it's just not allowing me to be productive enough. I need options for when I'm awake and when I'm free to play. I need more than one option. And I don't want to be playing these games if I only end up putting 35, 40 hours a month into these games and I put another 70 hours into Sky, then that's fantastic. But I need the extra options. It's just not practical. I mean, I'm an idealist. I'm a fucking flaky left wing idealist. And I like to have this is my rules. This is strict. These are the rules I have. But you just can't have them. I need to be more flexible than I said in my previous video. And I kind of knew that when I was saying it. I'm prone to making blanket statements and bold statements that I don't follow through on. And this is just another. But I now, through making this video and announcing that I'm playing them again, at least I don't have to give anyone £100 for catching me. So yeah, as you can see, these games, the tables are not fantastic. They're not terrible, but they're not fantastic. We're probably going to play. Ashley's coming in about how long? 58 minutes. And I'm looking after her till my wife gets home. So probably going to play for around 45. Then I can get things settled for when Ashley comes. Then she will have my undivided and full attention, which is exactly what she deserves. Look at this guy. I believe he's what Easty would say is a stain on the game. 251 hands, playing 14/8. You go for it, kid. You fucking go for it. Thank you to all the people who commented on the previous video, by the way, suggesting certain different sites. GG got a couple of shout outs. I have played on GG. I don't like the software. It's sluggish. It's slow. Um, I don't think my computer loves it. You got to download your hand histories and import. I mean, that's not a big deal. But yeah, GG. I keep it up my sleeve because some of us said the regular tables were pretty good during the daytime. But yeah, for now, I stick with what I know, which is Triple A. I've got a lot of hands. Also on GG, you've only got their bullshit hood, which I had some interesting conversations with people in my Facebook group last week who clearly have no idea how three bet stats are calculated, and then quite um, confidently told me how wrong I was, whilst saying it's entirely possible to have a 48% three bet when you're playing 13/5 over hundreds and hundreds of hands. I decided to dip out of that conversation because I didn't want to catch stupid. But yeah, I don't like. I mean, Triple A, sorry, GG's HUD's pissed. It only tells you session starts, but I just can't be asked with it. Basically, I'd rather have an actual HUD with data I've collected on players. Nice to get some remotely playable hands. So this is the problem I have with these AAA games. This is where they're dipping in and out of them. He's clearly going to be very nitty. He's playing 13/0 over 16 hands. He's playing a 23 big blind stack. Seriously, sir, you Ukrainian fuck. Just stop it. Just stop doing what you're doing because you're a fucking joke. They play 13/0. It's not a fucking tournament, mate. You can top this stack up. You can play some more fucking hands. Fuck off. Get out of my fucking pool. Get out of my fucking pool. I think we can let the 10-9 go. Let's up the ante. I think he can get a colour tag now too. If we can. There we go. We can get that one for the time being. Get out of my pot, you 28 big blind nits. Just get out of my pot. Do we want to 3-bet this hand? This guy over 19% under the gun. There's no one behind we particularly want to play a pot with, so I think we will go with the 3-bet. Folding 63% of the time to 3-bets, so we have a reasonable chance of getting it through. Not once this guy cold calls out the big blind. And then, I mean, what is this? I mean, we're folding, of course. At least I think we are. I mean, what is this? 18/0, then just doing this. This is what really, really makes these games terrible, in a way. I mean, the guy's probably just got a hand like pocket sevens or whatever. Yeah, 18/0, cold call on the 3-bet, donk shoving 2x pot. Yeah, just fuck off, mate. Triple A really needs to bring in some rat-holing policy. If these cunts want to come and buy in for like, I don't know, 40 bigs or whatever, and play like nits, fine, I guess. But what they can't have them doing is just like getting up to 55 bigs or whatever they do. Fuck off, come back down to 40 bigs again, then dribble. Triple A needs a rat-hole policy because there's just too many of these absolute fucking messes coming in and just getting on my tits, to be frank. Getting on my fucking tits. This guy folds to C bets just 31% of the time. Clearly a recreational player, so we're going to use a larger C bet sizing on this board. He calls. Folding to 80% on the turn over a small sample. It's only 4 of 5. This isn't a turn I will barrel as a bluff, so it's one I'm very much going to barrel for value. He does fold. Pocket kings. It's one of the players I reported as a bot to 2+2 like 3 weeks ago. They went missing for like 10 days and now they're back. So clearly, well, not clearly, but I imagine there's been some kind of dispute and they've decided that this player isn't a bot, but it's exactly the same. It's from the same area of the world. There's the same ridiculous open size, etc. This guy's 4x'd, called a 3-bet, and then the aces come because poker is cunt. Let's check back this flop. This player does probe turns 60% of the time. So we're going to probably call the turn. Here we've flopped well, and this guy doesn't bet versus miss C bets so far, so we're just going to do our own betting. Checking back again with the kings. Probably going to try and value bet the river or call if this player bets. He's going to bet small. Just try and get paid from like any pocket pair he can have, like that isn't improved to a set. Just try and get like pocket 8s, pocket 9s to call, etc. Here it is. Look, 3.4x. You can bank it. You know this with unquestionably. There's something dubious about this account. It's from that part of the world where all the other ones came from, Georgia. It's got the same pre-flop stats as the bots. They got rid of 80 bots. A lot of them had these stats. It's just his. They've had AAA to do nothing about them still. It's quite annoying, but fuck all I can do about it. All you can do is report the cunts, and if they don't get rid of them, then I guess they don't get rid of them. But without question, that is a nefarious account. We ISO'd here. We picked up 2 callers. This cunt's got 14 big blinds. I mean, I guess we just go with it against this prick. Against this guy, who knows? He calls. We don't know anything about him. He's from the UK, so it's more chance he's shit than good. I think we just bet fold this turn, don't we? I don't want to just like check back and call the river because I think, it's just people just don't bluff that often when we check back and then we convince ourselves that they do. I mean, it's obviously got it now, but checking back there to call river, in my opinion, is not a good line because you end up just paying off too often against someone who's been passive with a better hand earlier during the hand. I think we want to squeeze this 5-4 suited here, so we're going to. We don't have to do this, of course, but I think it's fine. Maybe I should just pick one suit to do that with, because I do it too often with 5-4 suited. Or maybe it's fine to do it with all combos of 5-4 suited exactly. I don't fucking know. What the fuck do I know about that side of thing? What the fuck do I know about fucking 3-bet frequencies with weak hands? Not a lot. I can promise you that. It's not a lot. This guy doesn't fold to 3-bets over a small sample, so we'll let the King 10 go. Basically, that was starting to get more hands-on players. I'm looking for guys who are folding like 55% plus to 3-bets, and then we're looking to kind of get a bit out of line with 3-bets versus them, and against the people who are like folding less than 50%, just trying to have it more against them. Very basic strategy, of course, but pretty effective. I mean, come on, sir. Playing 14/7, you open limping the cut-off. I mean, what is his stats from the cut-off? 9/5. What the fuck? The man's playing 9/5 from the cut-off. Come on, sir. Is that reasonable? Is that reasonable? I'm going to block this river with the ace-8. Gut shot here against Mr. 9/5 from the cut-off. Get raised. Easiest fold ever. Just going to see a bit small here against someone who appears to be pretty inactive. Unsurprisingly, he check folds. Pocket fives. Probably shouldn't open this under the gun, but we're making a video, so we'll do it. King 9 suited, middle position, bottom of range. Usually need a fish at the table to open this, but again, because we're making a video, we'll push the boat out. We'll get 3-bet. This guy falls to 4-bet 80% of the times over this sample, so we will be making a 4-bet with this particular combination. And he folds. Beautiful. I should probably go through my HUD with you guys. Although I probably should have done it at the start of the video, but we've got long enough left to go. Hopefully the stats at the end are going to stay on the table. So we've got these across here are just open raise by position, right? Raise first in, early position, middle position, cut off, button, small blind. Then we've got these actual stats, you know, all collated together: 21-19, 9.4% 3-bet, 25% 4-3-bet, and then 100% 4-4-bet. But sample size is important there. And we've got flop C-bet, turn C-bet, river C-bet. That's a donk bet stat, which I think is interesting when you see people like, you know, these guys who just donk 2 and 3%, which, you know, is like when they do it, I think it's really important to know that, like, are they doing this like 15% plus, which means they're probably doing it with like top pair and what have you, as well as just sets, or are they doing it like just really tiny amounts, which is just going to be like representing incredibly narrow, probably value heavy ranges. And then you've got the one when sort of flop statistic. Then we've got fold to flop C-bet, fold to turn C-bet, fold to river C-bet, bet flop in position versus miss C-bet, and probe turn out of position versus miss C-bet. So that's the stats that we're using. It's a messy HUD. I'd like this all color coded, but I don't know how to fucking do it. So it's all white. I'd like to have it so I know what, so I can like. If something's red, it means respect it. If something's amber, it's like, yeah, whatever. If it's green, you're like, yeah, flick it the V's reg. I'd like to colour code my HUD, but I mean, I could probably look into it and figure out how to do it, but I'm just too fucking lazy. So we just have this bonkers. I mean, for some reason, that's colour coded, but the rest isn't. I don't understand, but I don't need to understand really. Queen 4 suited against an unknown button opener. Oh well, doesn't matter now because small blind's made a 3-bet. Yeah, so I think probably as of from tomorrow, I won't be doing AAA. I'll be hopefully putting most of my grinding on Sky tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Then probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I might not even look at Sky. I might just AAA. That's like my AAA days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. And my Sky days, when I don't even look at AAA, are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And if, for whatever reason, on those scheduled days, things aren't great in my scheduled destination, then we'll look at the other one. I don't fucking know. What's the point? I'll make rules, I'll announce them, and then I won't fucking stick to them. So just shut your fucking fat trap, Reg, and just do whatever feels right. Just trust yourself to make good decisions. We're flat in here because nobody looks especially aggressive. Well, this guy looks like he might be aggressive, but knitting the small blind, potential fish in the big blind. Sorry, knitting the big blind, potential fish in the small blind, and we could flop a set. So no harm in trying. Two pairs and could use some protection, so we're going to go with a larger sizing against someone who's probably already just not going to read. I can't imagine it. If I think this player is a bot, I don't think it's going to be super sensitive to sizing. So I'm just going to try and I think it's just going to do whatever it's going to do with whatever its hands are. I mean, obviously, if we did that, maybe that would change things. But again, we're just going to bet for value. We can get value from ace-x, draws, etc. Comfortable taking Jaden as recreational to just 11 hands. Not topping up odd looking stats, or be it small sample. I'm going to defend this a6 suited getting like 1,000,000 to 1. And we're going to miss. I'm going to check and we're going to fold. This guy doesn't fold enough 3-bets for me to want to re-steal. I don't think that's a particularly good hand to do it with, of course. It was just more of a cursory glance at his 4-3-bet stat and think, well, what would I want a 3-bet here? Jack Deuce wouldn't be it, of course, but against players with, say, a 65% 4-3-bet who are opening 55% from the button, then I probably will get out of line against them. I think with 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw, we probably need to see one more card against Celtic Boy, who can't even spell fucking boy correctly. Now he calls, we're just going to fold. I mean, come on. You're from Canada, you got a Scottish flag, and you've spelt boy incorrectly. You're not playing a full stack and you're donking. Fuck off, mate. Everything about you, fuck off. I'm going to 3-bet the king queen off. We're going to run into the tiny cold 4-bet, which my ad is literally never a bluff, so I couldn't give a fuck how small he's made it. Well, I say literally never. That's a bluff, maybe one time in 20 in these pools. Very confident about that. Yeah, we'll set mine. And we will hit that set. This guy c-bets 67%, but I don't know if that's going to be accurate multi-way. This guy doesn't bet much versus miss c-bets, but we're going to check, of course, because I think leading out here into 2 players isn't bright. Maybe check through, it's a shame, but we just get to bet big twice turn and river and just hope someone isn't in there with what would be the nuts right now. 10-9 possible, I guess, but we're more likely we just have the best hand. The limp raise from the 17-11, eh? Interesting. Now we just go broke, I guess. I guess now we just go broke. Hope he's got pocket kings. What? What is going on here? I mean, if he's got the one remaining combo of aces, then hats off to him. Delighted for him. I mean, this guy might just be binning the shit out of me here. I don't know. I just don't fucking know. But we're gonna bet again. If he goes for the double, if he goes for the limp raise and double check raise with pocket aces, that is quite remarkable. Pocket kings, interesting line, sir. Interesting. I think we'll be tagging that hand for review because that was just, well, it wasn't good, was it? It wasn't good. Where's it at? There you are. You, sir, are a moron. On that stack size, sir, you do not warrant an orange tag. Don't deserve it. Sorry, you don't deserve a red tag, sorry. You can't have a red tag if you are not topping your stack up. It's not allowed. We can safely assume Celtic boy's a fish. And he wouldn't win any spelling bees, would he? The potential fish here. We'll tag him early. We'll go early. He's not topping up. And he's got weird stats. So we'll go early on the tag, subject to change. Shouldn't really defend this, I don't think, in a highish rake environment. But fuck it, we've done it. River to full house, probably not going to get paid. Squeeze the kings right up. Get the call there and flop quads. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We're not going to slow roll the fish, though. And he flopped a full house. What a cooler for the guy. What a cooler. You can also get this tag because you are set mining in 3-bet pots of 40 big blinds. So you're a moron. And you get the moron tag. It's just that fucking simple. I think we want to let this guy come in. We don't mind if he goes with a squeeze. We've got a hand we can continue with. Don't want a 3-bet and open that up to a 4-bet with the hand that would hate being 4-bet. Sadly, we completely bricked the flop. If it was offsuit ace queen, I would have 3-bet for the record. 3.2%. Sorry, 3.2 big blinds. Let's pop it up a bit. I think if this checks through again, I think we'll have a little bet with our ace queen. It doesn't check through though, so we just fold. Because his openings to that size, I don't really want to flat here with the 10 jack suited. Opening smaller, I think I would flat pretty much all the time. But because he's putting that extra bit in, there's just more for us to win pre. And yeah, it's just not as attractive to flat out the big blind versus the 3.2x. Doesn't feel attractive to me anyway. I think when people are using larger sizes to open, I think we want to be playing more 3-bets or folds rather than calls. We've been dunked into and we've got the nuts. Still have the nuts. I think at this point we just raise him because it doesn't look like he's going to fold. Unlucky, sir. It's another hand that could be tagged because we want to know when people are donking 9-9 on 10xx. That's useful information. Probably should raise that, I think. That hand has literally no value. Probably shouldn't have just like turbo checked there. We just don't get to win the pot very often. I mean, maybe we win now on the river 4. I mean, this guy just needs to go to green, doesn't he? Yeah, fine. He's aggressive, which is my like pink tag, but well, he's like kind of loose aggressive looking, but it's still shit. So he has to go green. Let's get this race right up. We're going to be out of position. We've been 3-bet, and we are very deep. So we're going to try and flop a set. Do not flop a set. We get a kind of annoying flop. I mean, this guy shouldn't see with this board like with 100% frequency, you wouldn't imagine. He's going to be doing some checking. With some strong hands too, so we just hope this flop's going to go check. That's the ideal outcome here. If he bets, we probably have to call one, even though we're not in love with it. I think versus that size, I'm not going to call. Don't think I'm going to call with that size. I just want to fold. Just want to fold. This guy doesn't bet much versus Miss C bets, just 36%, so we're just going to continue with the aggression. He calls, we turn a flush. He folds to C bets 48%, folds less on the turn. I mean, this might be a turn that you find some more folds on, but no reason to stop betting. He calls again. That's a pretty shit river. But I wonder if we got enough stats to see what his river bet versus Miss C bet is just 33% over a small sample. We're not going to do anything but fold the king queen. It's a really uncomfortable river. It's paired the board. I think we just bet big and we just fold to a raise because he's just not going to raise the C without a better hand. But we can still certainly get some value. And if we get raised, it's just going to be really, really annoying, but also really easy. I mean, what is this? I mean, the guy's got a one-way soft flop at 39%. He's playing 20/14, and he's raising the river when the board pairs. It's pretty annoying, but it's trivial fold. Yeah, 5-4 suited. Not playing a full stack. Let it go. This guy's donking two big blinds with who knows what, but we have two overs in the backdoor flush draw, so we're going to see a turn. Checks. I think when players do this, I think 7x is most likely holding. I think they could probably continue betting a 9. I think they check fold 7x? No. So we're just going to check back and try and hit, which we do. If he blocks the river, we're probably going to raise. If he bets biggish, we're just going to call. We raise here and just hope to get called by a 7 or maybe a 9. And he folds. Pocket aces. You'd love to see that. You'd love to see the pocket aces. This guy isn't one for folding the 3 bets too much. Found a fault to that one though. Which is disappointing. I mean, we're probably miles behind here, but fuck this guy. Let's just try and get there. We're not miles behind. And then we take the lead. Probably going to play for another 5 minutes or so, then knock it on the head. This guy is something of a station, so I think we're going to value bet flop and turn here. He's a sort of player who will, oh well, just folds. Try and keep you honest with some worse hands. The plan there was just bet small, flop, bet small, turn. We'll value on ourselves against an ace, but if we check back and he bets, we have to call the turn anyway. And he might bet bigger than we would have bet. So I think I would just have bet twice there with my king 10 and just fold it to any raise, check back river, just like 35%, 35%. Rather than concede the initiative against someone who doesn't look too likely to bluff. Pocket jacks are going to be squeezed here. Don't love squeezing under the gun raises, but we've got at least one, potentially two fish in the pot, and this guy is opening 24% under the gun. So with all that in mind, I think squeeze seems entirely appropriate. If he 4 bets, we just turbo fold the jacks. Defending the jack queen off. Flopping a good shot. How does this guy bet fold the flop? C bet fold 62%. We might well go for a check raise here with our gut shot, because he's folding like over 60% of the time when he C bets. So I think it's worth taking a little shot with our gut shot here. If he sticks around, then we just kind of shut it right down. Well, it works. This gentleman check calls. We still have an open end there. We might have a modicum of showdown value, not very much, but it would really stink to get raised here. So we're just going to check back, and we realise. Hey, dog bet. Right. We want this guy to fuck off, and then we don't care what this guy does. Well, we want action from him, but we don't care if he goes all in. We go all in too, or we call, should we say? This guy sticks around. It makes life very awkward. He doesn't, and we just take it down. Did this guy call us with up here? Queen 8. Good call, sir. Good call with the Queen 8. Let's get that one tagged too. Because that was a highly ambitious call. Coming with his 3.2x again. I'm going to come with our largest 3-bet again. What? Rodimus. Rodimus, if you ever watch this, have a word with yourself. Take it from me, what you're doing is shit. Get in touch. Get in touch. I'll tell you what I'll do, Rodimus. I'll make a video with you. And as long as I'm allowed to basically criticise the fuck out of you. This guy 3-bets 5.3%. Literally no interest in giving that man any money whatsoever. This guy deserves better than a orange tag based on his stats. You've had an upgrade. Congratulations, sir. You have been upgraded. It's just 1 from 1 with the bet versus Miss C bet. Depending on size, if he bets big, we check fold. If he bets like 1/3 pot, we peel one off. If he bets half pot. Where are you from, sir? Ukraine. I don't like Ukrainians giving them money. I don't like giving them money. Well, I do wish them luck with their impending war against fucking Russia. Because I'm not a big fan of Ukrainians, but I'm even less of a fan of Russians. So, yeah, good luck. Just hope we don't get too involved because I don't want to spend sleepless nights worrying fucking some crazy floppy head cunting down his street's going to go mad. If he's going to have one night where he's fucking off his face on coke and birthday cake and just decides, you know what, Putin, bosh, and just presses a button that he shouldn't be allowed to press because he's a fucking idiot. Well, hopefully by the time this fucking video is 24 hours old, he'll have fucked off completely. Oh, you need tagging green. Look at you with your 40/7. Oh, I missed you. I'll get you next time. Just not playing versus a 3x with Jack 10 off. Luxembourg can get in the fucking sea. You're not getting me money, sir. Not with your 3x and your shit ranges. I mean, look. 24, 24, 20. The guy just opens the same hand from all positions. Another fucking idiot. Just a fucking idiot. Idiots galore. Bad Reg City. Anyways, it's 11:15. I need to prepare for Ashley coming. We need to tag you. Oh no, the sample size isn't big enough yet. We're going to sit out next big blind like all good regs do. And yeah, call it a day. call it a session. Feels like I've been quite nitty this session, so I'm going to quickly check, see what my stats come out at. Feels to me like I've been in the 17, 14, 17, maybe 18. Yeah, we're not good anyway. I think we've been pretty damn nitty. Although, to be fair, I don't think I've been nitty in terms of like the hands have been folding. It's just card distribution, I think, more than anything. But we'll see. See what it comes up at. Quickly make you an appropriate sizing. Sessions. What were we playing that session? We won $38, so that's nice. A short session. 19, so not bad. 1916 with an 8% 3-bet. We'll take that. Right, I'm fucking off, everybody. I don't owe anyone £100 because we've made the video as promised on Monday. And yeah, catch you around. See you around. Yeah, until Monday probably. Take care, everybody, and goodbye for now.